get the end of the story. So you have to continue the story.
Where's the writing sheet?
Yeah. You can write and draw it. Okay, listen to me first. You can write and draw it. Okay, up to you. It's free. Use your imagination. Okay, but listen to the story first. Do you know what the title of this book?
The Magic School Bus.
Magic School Bus. Who knows about the Magic School Bus?
Me. I like that story.
You like it? Okay. Now I will read the story
About the Magic School Bus. Lost in the solar system. Because we are learning about the solar system. Just put your pencil first. Put down your pencil. You just listen to me and then I will give you time to continue the story, to draw and write, okay? Magic School Bus, lost in the solar system. Who is she? Miss Frizzle. Miss Frizzle. Yeah. Can you see the picture?
Yes.
Maybe it's not really clear. Okay. What is the solar system? The solar system is the sun and all the bodies that orbit around it, the planets. Their moons, the asteroids, comets, and other chunks of rock, ice, and dust. You already learned about that, right?
Yeah.
It was trip day again in Miss Frizzle's class, of course. Everyone was excited. We were going to the planetarium to see a sky show about the solar system.
Oh yeah, this is fun.
We can fly. Class, an orbit is the path of a planet or other object around the sun, said Miss Frizzle. I knew that. I get all A's in school. I have 5 computers. My class went to the planetarium last year. What a show off. Thanks for inviting your cousin Arnold. She's actually nice when you get to know her. Arnold's cousin Janet was visiting our class for the day. I know all of you will be nice to our guests, said Miss Frizzle. Next. My school is taller than your school. Our swings are better than your swings. My teacher is weirder than your teacher, said Janet. Where? We tried to be nice to Janet. We really did. As we got on the school bus, we told her that Miss Frizzle is the weirdest teacher in school.
Why?
But Janet was not interested. She wanted to tell us about herself. Is that good? No. Who wants a tall school? As usual, it took a while to get the old bus started. But finally, we were on our way. As we were driving, Miss Frizzle taught us all about how the Earth spins like a top as it moves in its orbit. We already practiced, right? How we around the sun. It was just a short drive to the planetarium, but Miss Frizzle talked fast. This bus is a wreck. At least it started this time. We have new school buses at our school. What makes night and day? What do you think, guys? What makes night and day?
Because it spins.
Yeah, the one spins.
The rotation.
The rotation. When the Earth spins, we say it rotates. The Earth makes one rotation, turn every day, said Miss Frizzle. When we got to the planetarium, it was closed for repairs. Class, this means we'll have to return to school, said the friend. the new kid, the guest. The guest. On the way back, as we were waiting at a red light, something amazing happened. The bus started tilting back and we heard the roar of rocket. The roar like what? Oh dear, said Miss Frizzle. We seem to be blasting off. Here we go again. Not another crazy trip. The school bus changed to be rough. Children, we are going through the atmosphere. Wow. The layers of air around the earth. I guess we'll be seeing the solar system after all. My bus has bigger rockets than your bus, says Janet again. Janet always show off. Yeah, right, Janet. And why are spaceships launched with rockets? Why?
Because we want to see the Earth. We have to go fast through the atmosphere.
Yeah, they have to fast to go through the atmosphere. When the roar of the rocket stopped, we looked around. Everything had changed. The bus had turned into a spaceship. Wow. We were all dressed in spacesuits. And we were lighter than feathers. Why?
Because it has no gravity.
Yeah, it's about the gravity. We floated above our seats. I'm flying! I'm flying higher than you are! Look, it's a UFP! A what? An unidentified flying banana! It's like people, but banana. Far behind, in the black sky, we saw the planet Earth getting smaller and smaller. We were traveling in space. We had become astronauts. Look how small the Earth seems from here. Class, notice Earth's blue ocean, white clouds, and brown land. It's beautiful. I think I have to go to the bathroom. Where is the bathroom? The freeze said our first stop would be the moon. Yeah. Would be the moon. We got off the bus and looked around. There was no air, no water, no sign of life. All we saw were dust and rock and lots of craters. Miss Frizzle said the craters were from billions of years ago when the moon was hit by meteorites. Meteorites are falling chunks of rock and metal. We are so light on the moon. That's because the moon has less gravity than the earth. That's why they're flying. It was fun. We wanted to play, but Miss Frizzle said it was time to go. So we got back on the bus. We'll start with the sun, the center of the solar system. They want to go to the sun? What? Said the freeze, and we blazed off. Look how high we can jump! Twang! I was in a national jump rope contest. I won, of course. Is there a national bragging contest? James? We zoomed toward the sun, the biggest, brightest, and hottest object in the solar system.
Then why are they stuck in the sun?
Jets of super hot gases shot out at us from the surface. Thank goodness Miss Frizzle did not get too close. Ooh. Bit rough. Alright. You should never look directly at the sun, children. It can damage your eyes. Yeah, that's why
You can
don't,
blind right?
yeah, don't look at the sun directly. You should you should never drive a bus directly into the sun either. Of course.
Very, very scary.
Now, this is solar flares. Solar flares are huge explosions on the sun's surface. Woof.
But if it burns the bus?
Yeah.
That's why they cannot getting any closer to the
Yeah.
sun, right?
She steered around the other side and pulled away. We'll be seeing all the planets in other class, explained Freezy. Mercury is the first planet, the closest to the sun, right?
Yeah.
My school is heated with solar energy. I have a sun deck. I have 10 pairs of sunglasses. Give us a break, Janet. So Janet kept showing off again and again. The sunspots are areas that are cooler than the rest of the sun, but it's not cool at all. Yeah, it's cooler than the rest of the sun, but it's not cool at all.
It's very hot.
Yeah, it's still hot. Mercury was a dead sun-big planet. Why? This planet is a lot like our moon. There is no water and hardly any air, said the priest.
Miss, why the Mercury has lubang?
Craters.
Huh?
This morning, Miss Nadia told you about the craters, right?
Oh, where have you been?
Right?
Yes.
I remember.
Oh,
How did the
yes.
craters form? It's about. Notice the craters on its surface as we pass by. The sun looks so much bigger than it does from Earth. That's because Mercury is so close. Too close. Let's go. Before we walk, we felt ourselves being pulled in by the gravity of Venus, the second planet from the sun. Venus was completely covered by a thick layer of yellowish clouds. We will now explore the surface of Venus, said Miss Frizzle. We are gaining weight and we haven't even had lunch. We will be heavier here than on the moon or Mercury because Venus has more gravity. Below the clouds, Venus was as dry as a desert. So dry. The
Miss,
ground,
what to say? No one can go to Venus. It's so hot.
yeah.
But
It's
this
harder
is
than-
Miss Frizzle, right?
This is Miss Frizzle.
Miss Frizzle's our school.
Weird.
Weird teacher.
The ground was covered with rocks and it was hot. It was about 460 degrees Celsius. It's even hotter than when you boil the water. Way hot. 5 times hotter than when you boil the water.
Oh my God!
That's much hotter than an oven baking cookies, of course. There is no life on Venus, class. It's too hot. It's too dry. There is too much acid. Let's leave. The air was so heavy, we could feel it pressing down on us. Miss Frizzle said there might be active volcanoes around too. We said, let's go out of here. Our next stop is already Mars, the red planet from the sun, announced the phrase. On our way, we'll be passing through the orbit of Earth, the third planet. The bus flipped off with a roar. I've been to Mars lots of times. Just ignore her. As we came close to Mars, we passed its 2 moons, which are called Phobos and Deimos. Compared to our moon, they were tiny. And they were not even round. This is Phobos and this is Deimos. This is a lot of volcano in the, what is that? Mars. Well, here, volcano. Long ago, there was water in those channels. But today, Mars water is frozen in the polar ice caps and in the channels. Looking down, we saw a huge canyon. Miss Frizzle said it was as long as the United States. There was a volcano 3 times taller than the tallest volcano on Earth. Oh my. There were channels that looked like straight up river beds. Ice can be found under the soil. It's also there is a polar ice cap here. It's almost same like the Earth, right? We have polar. What time is it? Yeah, we don't have enough time.
Okay, let's continue on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We don't
After
have
this,
enough.
our next meeting.
Come back after this.
After this,
Yeah.
we will finish it on 2 minutes. Earth is the best planet for life. That's why I live there. Janet likes to be the best. We noticed. This is canyon, canals here, canyon.
Yeah.
Now we landed and started walking around. Suddenly, a huge dust storm blew up. Miss Frizzle said dust storms on Mars can last for months. They may cover the whole planet. We scrambled back on the bus and headed out. Are there any aliens here?
Yes.
I don't see any. Don't be too sure. Mars is the last of what we call the inner planets, Miss Frizzle shouted. Above the roar of the rockets, we will now be going through the asteroid belt to the outer planets. Isn't space travel exciting or not? I really prefer with video games. Nah, this is about the thousands of asteroids were spinning all around us. We will continue later. So now, just leave your stationery and your binder on your table. For the yellow galaxy, can you please clean up everything on the floor first before you go out?
But